Hey guys, so today I just wanted to do a quick flip through of my Finsbury setup. I've been kind of putting this one off for a while, but I think I finally got it to where I want it to be. I'm not new to Filofax. I actually had a Norfolk for the longest time, and I had an original before that, but those models just didn't sit with me. I wanted something a lot sleeker, no back pocket, no bulge, no nothing like that. So Finsbury was the way to go. And yeah, I've been loving it. Honestly, it's like a compact size, but not too compact. And it actually fits quite a lot of inserts, if you can see right there. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So, I mean, you can see that it's still brand new. Like the thing doesn't even lay flat. But here in the front pockets, I haven't really set it up yet. I've just got like little doodads, like a post-it for my daughter, some stickers, photo of my kids, stamps, stickers, things like that. Just whatever I tend to reach for the most these days. And I kind of put this vellum here. I actually printed it myself because my daughter wrote me, a cute little note, and I wanted to kind of remember it and see it all the time. So I printed this vellum, and it kind of doubles as a protector for, everything else in here. And surprisingly, it has not shown any wear or dents, so that's nice. Picture of my daughter. And then the first thing here, I do use the Filofax inserts for, like personal info, just, well, I kind of put these away, but this is like the remainder of it. Dates, I have like cute little poster or postage, what am I saying? Postcard. And then here I have my inbox. So majority of the inserts you'll see here I actually designed myself. I do not have a shop. I just am very picky with how my inserts are. And, after like scouring the internet for 103 days, I could not find any existing inserts that would work for me. So I decided to just make my own. Thank God I have a graphic design background. Otherwise, I would be losing my mind. But yeah, this is just my inbox. I kind of keep it there just to, front and center, make sure I have like a running to-do list. Basically, that's what it is. Some stickers, another postcard. This is actually vintage. No one sent this to me. I collect like vintage ephemera and paper and stuff, so decided to put that one in there because it is really nice. And then these are like plastic dividers that I've had for like at least 3 years now. It's from Cloth and Paper, and I have a couple of them. So whenever you see like these plastic ones, they're from Cloth and Paper. Just the Filofax year at a glance. I marked them off with stickers. And this is basically the monthly. It looks a lot, but it really isn't. So I learned after using so many planners that I do not like the standard monthly layout, where you just have like the blocks, and it's just, I don't know, something about it. It's not super exciting to me. It doesn't stand out. Like every time, even if I like color code stuff, it just seems overwhelming. So this monthly layout has been working for me well. Again, I designed it myself, but it is based off of like, a couple of inserts that I have seen from, I think, like Peanuts Planner Co. and a couple others. Sometimes it's referred to as an admin monthly layout, but I like it because it's on 2 pages. There's basically a little calendar right here. And I kind of just like mark it off. Like, let's say this is my husband's payday, indicators. I use like a highlighter or a marker to indicate like any specific dates. And then on this little thing, like I have really small handwriting, so I don't know if this will work for you, but it works for me. I do write in this itty bitty little box, and I just put like maybe a highlight of the week or something, like if there's a birthday or if there's like a due date or something. And then on the left is kind of the breakdown of the entire month. So 1 through 31, I do write in, like what date or what day it falls on in the week. And I have 2 columns for bills and expenses, and then events or birthday lists, and fill it in as you go. I mean, the other extra stuff is just like priorities, notes, anything I need to, keep track of. I screwed up August, so this is the new one. And yeah, I mean, I've started using, where are you? I've started using this Pentel Calm multi-pen, which I actually like. I might buy another one, but it has black, red, and then a pencil. I don't really use blue. I like blue, but I don't use it, especially when I have a black. So this one just does well. And it's a lot thinner than most multi-pens I've seen, so it's a favorite. I've been using the red to kind of just like demarcate really important due dates, what have you. And then throughout the planner, I do keep some stickies because I'm always using stickies. But yeah, you can see how I use that. And then I have to set up the rest. And then we go into the weeklies. So this is basically what it looks like. I was not in here for pretty much the entire end of July and mid-August because I was in this guy, my pocket Malden. I wanted to try out a Malden. I was hearing mixed reviews, but honestly, I kind of like it. And yeah, I bit the bullet and actually bought a personal sized one, but my pocket, I'll do another flip through of this another day, but it's kind of the same setup. It's just miniature, really. And that's what I was in for at least a month. And I'm back into personal because I have always been in personal, and I kind of probably always will be in personal. So, but yeah, I do use the Filofax inserts for these. I tried making my weekly layouts, but they just, I don't know, for whatever reason, I wasn't vibing with it. So I do like the Filofax ones. That this is what the planner did come with. So it's a week on 2 pages, and this one has the like week at a glance box, which I kind of like because I write in, like random or general to-dos for the week, and I just cross them off as I go. But there's really nothing special. I mean, I just keep things in here, whatever I need to do, write it down. And yeah, that's probably what I'm going to be using for the rest of the year. Goes all the way to December. I am planning to buy the refills for 2026. So, yeah. And we're going to finances. So this is basically just my check register and my monthly expenses. So you can see, like I kind of fell off again towards the middle or end of July, but I do like to keep track of what I'm spending or how much money is coming in. And then I do have like, these white tabs that I, kind of customize. I just printed on clear labels, and it's actually ingenious because I just redid these, and I can literally just peel the label off and stick it back on whenever I need to. Yeah, it's just monthly expenses. That's what it looks like. I'll put you on a blank page because you don't need to see what I owe. But yeah, again, I did this myself. It's not really based on any layout that I've seen anyway. But I did set it up to like what I spend the most money on. So, like recurring payments, debt payments, like credit cards, utilities, Afterpay, Klarna, and my high yield savings, which I do consider an expense because it's not an income. So, Another one, notes and lists, another vellum with a drawing done by my daughter, so cute. And this is basically just note paper. Put back here, random lists, grocery lists. I do use the Filofax note papers that the planner did come with. Pen testing. And then I also have wish lists back here. This insert I did design myself, but I mean, it's nothing special. It's just, I think it's referred to as like the Cornell notes on cloth and paper, but I don't like cloth and paper's inserts just because like it's almost like cardstock. It's very thick. And like I need a lot of inserts in here and I don't need anything bulky and my planner up excessively. But yeah, I just keep like a running list of like stationery wish lists that I want or gift lists that I need to buy for, Christmas time, what have you. Health log. So this is another insert that I created myself. It's basically almost like a Gantt chart, if you've ever heard of that. Horizontal, has the days 1 through 31, and then you can put like, whatever you want to track. For me, it's kind of the standard stuff, like, am I constipated? What's my mood? Did I sleep 6 hours plus? Did I drink coffee today? Did I drink tea today? Did I drink enough water today? And so forth. And I have this month's, but I wasn't in it, so the first half is blank. So this is a relatively, well, not relatively, this is a new insert for me, or a new tab. I decided to set up a health tracker for my kids because, school did start and I need to kind of track like how often they are sick and absent. Jesus. And I just put like, whatever dosage I give them, when I give it to them, what their symptoms are. And this one is just like a regular monthly layout, nothing special. I have a couple of those, and then I kind of cut down and hole punched their schedule for the year in their monthlies. Well, this is like the home tab, but this is where I keep track of like the monthly chores. So basically the same thing as the health log that I showed you. Ooh, we're shaking. Okay. It's a Gantt chart, and I kind of just redesigned it to put chore instead of concern, health concern. And you can just write down like, whatever chore you want to track. I do it because I recently, geez, okay, we're gonna wait. I created this insert because I just switched back to being a stay-at-home mom. I used to work from home and now I don't anymore, so really the house and the kids and family are at the front and center of what I do now. So I just want to keep track of like how often I clean things and when I need to clean things and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's what this tab is for. And then the last tab I have is just plants. I do have a lot of plants, and I recently noticed that I've kind of been slacking on the upkeep of them. So I decided to design this one. It's not super crazy either. I have like a little monthly square down here, basically just for the water schedule. So I mark down like when I did water them. That way I can keep track of like how often I'm doing that, because here in Florida it's been scalding hot and my poor plants are dying. Dying of thirst. So yeah, I did want to become more diligent in tracking, and then it's just like a running to-do list for the month, like whatever I need to do, like, hey, you need to plant this thing or this propagation, or you need to replant it or move this plant, whatever. And then just like a big chunk of notes like let's say I repotted something or I added fertilizer or, plant food to like one of the plants, and I just need to remember when I did that because I don't want to overfeed it or something. And yeah, that's it. I mean, I have like this top loading, I don't even know what you call it, folder, I guess. This did come with the planner, so I kind of just keep, like business cards, another picture of my kids, some receipts, and the sticky notes that couldn't fit in the front. I do not keep anything back here in the zip pocket because it's just, I want to keep the slimness of the planner as much as I can. So I don't want to bulk this up. And if I do, it's probably just going to be like, stickers or something. But honestly, if I put something there, I'm probably going to forget it's there. So we're probably not going to do that. But yeah, that's basically my Finsbury setup. I did order a couple of new planner covers, Filofax only, because I like Moterm, but I don't know, the stitching on the pockets bothers me, so probably won't ever try a Moterm unless I find it secondhand for like cheapy. But yeah, I have a couple of new covers coming in. I'm gonna see how that works out. But I am really liking how this Finsbury is set up right now. Like I said, I wanted something super slim. I wanted something minimal. I wanted something that I could shove all of my inserts that I needed into without the overwhelm and without any serious bulkage. I do like seeing when people have like super bulky, super like chunky planners, I guess you would call them, that don't close or don't, you know, they're just chunked. And I like the idea of that, but honestly, like if I'm going to be carrying this around, I do need it to be as sleek and clean as possible. So this is my setup. If you want to see a setup of my pocket Malden, then just let me know. I'd be more than happy to. Honestly, it's very minimal. I was planning on chunking this guy up too, but honestly, I just have whatever inserts the planner came with. I did not print any inserts for this one. Oh no, I did. I printed monthly inserts because I had to make monthly inserts. I didn't order them from Filofax, so I made them myself and I put them in here. But honestly, that's it. Everything else in here is from Filofax, or it came with the planner. So if you want to see a setup, just leave a comment below. I'd be more than happy to give you a quick flip through. But yeah, that's going to be it for now, guys. Thanks for watching.